And I think the CBL could do with some new teams as they just expanded the league to 24 game seasons. And here's some places in Canada I think we could have a team. Obviously we can always bring back the Guelph and Newfoundland teams. If you didn't know, the Guelph Nighthawks last season rebranded themselves to the Calgary Surge, with the Hawks being back. They could tie up into the empty market of Hamilton as the Badgers left and anybody who lives in Kitchener. While Newfoundland Growlers shut down operation after the arena they played in wasn't fit to play in anymore. For Newfoundland, it reaches the islands of Canada. The closest team to them is currently the Montreal Alliance. But let's actually talk about original ideas. Let's not bringing back a dead team from a grave like I'm a necromancer or something. And where can we put some new teams? Well, obviously Quebec City is a must. Come on, you become a rivals to the Montreal Alliance, and Quebec has a massive population of almost 500,000. You got a nice head-to-head battles, and we always love head-to-head battles. And another one would be the Victoria on the island in Vancouver, and then be the rivals to Vancouver Bandit. And they're really just really close. You just hop on a ferry, but you literally just hop on a ferry and go. That's from Richard. But that's not where we end, because my ideas aren't as good as your ideas. Because I asked you guys CBL League on Reddit, and then you can see if I post anything as a discussion, you can always jump in. As it says here, if the CBL could add an expansion team anywhere in Canada, where would you want it? Kelowna, British Columbia. Most people just chalk up together. But I actually was looking for one of these places up here, because I was like, where's a place a bit more up north where you can get into the Yukon area? There really isn't any place up here because it's all mountains. Whitehorse, which is in the Yukon, if you didn't know your map because you're not from Canada. Hello, from wherever you are. Please let me know in the comments. There is no professional sports team all the way up in Yukon. So there is a market just for any sports team. I think Brandon would be a good place. We'd be the second best attendance in the league. No shot. Brandon would support this team. It's a hockey town with the fourth lowest WHL attendance. I want 2 new teams in East and West: Quebec City, Halifax, Victoria, and Red Deer, which I don't actually know where it is. I'm going to guess Saskatchewan? Oh, Alberta. And Nunavut, Iqaluit would go hard because Nunavut Narwhals would also, Iqaluit Narwhals. So his dream, why did I read that name? Yogurt producer's dream is a big booty Latina, but his dream is an 18 team, 3 division league, West, East, and Ontario league. But you're probably wondering, well, how does that work? But let's just slow it down real quick. Let's talk about the teams in East Conference, starting with the West. And it would be, I think it's West. Oh, God, I don't know which one is West, which was East. Leave me alone. Starting with 1 division: Vancouver, Calgary, Edmonton, Saskatoon, Winnipeg, and Regina. Ontario would be Brampton, Scarborough, Brampton, Scarborough, Niagara. The new team would be Kitchener, London, and Windsor. There's a Windsor Express team also that's in the other league, but they just come back for this. And then the other side would be Montreal and Ottawa. The next new teams are Quebec City, Moncton, I don't know how to pronounce it, man. St. John's, and Halifax. And he says to get the schedule up to 32 teams, 4 games in division, and play everybody else once, kind of like the NFL does. So you play everybody in your division. You play at least 4 people from your division, and everybody else at least once. And then I was like, well, how would that work? And he's like this. Like the Memorial Cup. I couldn't find out how the Memorial Cup works, but it's actually so much more simple than you think. So, Memorial Cup, just look at the picture, you would have each of these teams would have their playoffs and finals. So you'd have an Ontario championship, an East championship, and a West championship. One of these per each all qualify for the championship title for all of Canada. The hosts of the tournament, which happens still in the CBL, also get a bye to the championship weekend. But you're like, well, that's not really fair because whoever might play that team might be really bad. But you add a round robin, so everybody plays everybody at least once, and then top 2 go and they go play a finals, and that is the championship of all Canada. So you have to get the championship Canada. You have to win all of Ontario. So if you're in Ontario, you have to beat all these teams here: Brampton, Scarborough, Niagara, Kitchener, and then London and Windsor. Number 1 out of that goes to the finals and plays against all these people again, 4 of them, and whoever wins that goes to another game one. I wouldn't do like whoever wins all 4 games. It's automatically. I want another finals game, and whoever wins that, all this would be at the same city, wins the whole cup.